When I first felt the tug to go to Cambodia, I was a little overwhelmed at first. I honestly didn't even know where Cambodia was at the time.
Honestly, I was pretty nervous and scared. I was gonna talk to random people about Jesus.
I got asked for a job opportunity, which would be like a lifetime career, or to go on the short-term mission. But I knew that whatever choice I made, that God would use me either way, so I chose to go on the short-term missions.
At the same time, I was pretty excited. This was my very first mission trip, and I knew I was going to learn a lot about God, about myself, and just about this nation. And I was really open to whatever God led me to.
I knew that when I made the choice, when I actually said no to the job opportunity and going on the short-term mission, I was really at peace and I felt really good about it.
I used to think that only super spiritual people go on these kinds of things. But after praying about it and just really talking with my friends in my grace group, I realized that it's not a spiritual resume that makes you qualified, but simply a heart to share Jesus and the obedience to go.
This short-term mission trip really helped me to just trust in God and really to just simply leave the results in His hands, not worry about if I could get this person saved or if this person rejected me.
There's this one kid, his name was PJ, he came up to me and he told me that, when you go on the campus, you have like this light around you where people want to come up to you and just get to know you, that, maybe one day I should look at being a campus minister.
This trip really encouraged me to build my faith and live with an expectation that God's going to come through.
Simply obey Him and trust in Him that He can handle the results. And this is something that I can just apply to in every situation of my life now.
Just by him saying that to me, and it was only the second day, that showed that, God was using everyone, not only us as people from Hawaii, but people there too.
God's presence is definitely addicting.
Yes, something that has been revealed is probably speaking, something that I'm fearful about, I'm doubtful about, but if God calls me to do it, I'll do it for His people and for His glory.
I learned that God is definitely using my weaknesses, such as my eczema, to connect me with other people. And instead of being something I'm ashamed of, my skin is a reminder and a tool of how God has set me free.
I have a gift of leadership, and that by the choices I make, it affects the people around me, so therefore, why not steward it well?
And funny thing is, my testimony fit for the message up there in Japan and for the harvest, so I ended up sharing my testimony up there. God opened more doors of opportunities to speak down here, so I ended up speaking at our youth service, our college service, and Regal services. And if God didn't open those doors and I didn't take that step of blind obedience, then I wouldn't have been able to impact people with my testimony. So if God has called you to go on a short-term mission, just go for it.
Just to step out and go, to really trust God that He's going to do great things to you.
Set your fears aside, your emotions aside. Don't worry about finance.
Don't be afraid to send out support letters, because when you ask for support letters, it's a blessing that God wants to give you. It's not people who just want to give you money. It's a blessing from God, so accept all blessings from God.
God will provide, and if you just trust in Him, He'll lead you to where you need to be, and you're going to learn so much about yourself and about God.